Breaking news, the Seahawks have traded Geno Smith to the Las Vegas Raiders. It's the NW Sportscast, guys. Wow, this is a big deal. Lot of angry Seahawks fans right now. I'm not actually that mad. I think that when it's all said and done, Geno wanted more than the Seahawks were willing to pay. The Raiders are willing to give him what he wants. Pete Carroll wants him back. He would probably rather play with Pete Carroll than Mike McDonald. So I actually look at this as kind of a win-win-win for everyone, but I understand the concerns of Seahawks Nation. We're probably going to take a step back next year. That's probably where this thing's headed. And I know that that's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people. To say, yeah, like, next year, there's a chance that we only win 4 or 5 games. Hard pill to swallow, I get it. But John Schneider's taking a big risk. He's sick of the mediocrity. He's sick of 9, 10-win seasons. He's sick of wild cards. He's sick of wild card chases. He wants to win the division. He wants to go all out. I understand that. And so, yeah, I think that this is a bold swing. It represents that John Schneider, he wants to win. And he's putting his job on the line. Because I'll tell you what, if this does not work out, if we look back in 2 or 3 years and say, man, that was a massive mistake, then yeah, Schneider will be fired. Mike McDonald will also be fired. Clint Kubiak, the whole bunch. But yeah, I would hesitate to say it's a lot of fans are also saying, well, it's a full rebuild. And I don't necessarily think it's a full rebound yet. I think you got to wait and see what happens. Because if you sign Sam Darnold, is it a rebuild? I don't think so, right? If you signed Aaron Rodgers, it's not a rebuild, you know? So looking realistically, who are the options? Who are the options at quarterback? Sam Howell's an option. That would make it a rebuild. You could draft someone. Personally, I would love Jackson Dart. I would not really love anybody else in the draft, to be honest. I do love Cam Ward, but I don't think we're going to have a chance to draft him unless you really trade up, which I guess you could. And you could maybe you try to include DK Metcalf as part of that offer. Maybe you try to say, we'll give you a second, a first, and DK to move up in the draft. And maybe that's enough to sway a team to do that. So if you trade up to draft Cam Ward and or Shedeur Sanders, I would support that. Other than that, I think Jackson Dart's the other guy that I look at as like, yeah, he could really be something special. Besides that, though, who are your options? Anthony Richardson. The Colts, reportedly, they're not sold on him. That could be an intriguing option. Trey Lance could also be an option. Again, guys who were really, really highly rated prospects. Similar to Geno, didn't really work out for them in their first teams. They could try to come here reclamation. If it's Sam Howell, you're pretty much admitting that you're tanking for 2026 to try to maybe draft an Arch Manning or whoever it is in the draft next year. I don't know who the number 1 pick is going to be next year. I guess it would depend. It could be Arch Manning. He could also go back for 2 years. But we don't even know if he's going to be good in college. He's barely played. So there's a lot of guys that it could be. So it could just be a situation where, yeah, we're gonna go with Sam Howell. The Commanders did that exact strategy. They did the strategy of start Sam Howell for the full season, tank, and what happened? They got Jaden Daniels, and now they pretty much turned their franchise around. So that wouldn't necessarily be a bad move, I don't think, because of the nature of the type of player that Sam Howell is. Sam Darnold, though, could also be available in free agency. Aaron Rodgers available. Russell Wilson, a reunion with Russ could be a possibility. Justin Fields could be available. There's a lot of guys that could be potentially available. So this could go a lot of different directions. I'm very interested to see what happens. With that all being said, guys, this is my instant reaction. I'm not mad at the trade. I'm definitely still surprised. We'll have a full breakdown coming a little bit later for you guys. This is the NB Sportscast.